Alright, so my last video about the finals got some backlash, and rightfully so. I do agree my video wasn't as well made as it should have been. I should have given the game more praise for what it does well, and that's the goal for this video. If you don't care about me explaining my actions and just want to see what is actually good about this game, then you can skip over this part. Otherwise, let's begin. Allow me to describe my situation. In November of 2021, Halo Infinite's multiplayer released, which was great, but content and overall interest slowed down to a halt. Then we got Battlefield 2042, which had a bad launch and is under construction for the foreseeable future. Then Modern Warfare and Warzone 2 releases late last year, and those games have a plethora of issues as well. In short, just about every time I turned around, every new FPS game had some major problem. Needless to say, I wasn't in the best state of mind to pick up a new game. To my defense, I did play the closed build of XDefiant, which excelled in the gameplay I was looking for, and I spoke positively about it in my video. So why was I harsh about the finals? Well, it's because what XDefiant did well, the finals did not, which basically comes down to gunplay. In regards to the abilities players have, it's pretty much even between the two games. However, they are two very different games, and it isn't fair to compare the two of them in detail, which I did not. Just in fun factor alone, XDefiant was better for me. Before we go right into the good of the finals, I want to make clear that I still stand behind my complaints. However, it seems some of those complaints will be invalid over time. A really good sign that this game will be great and stand out is just how quickly the developers have been releasing patches. There were 3 patches released within 2 weeks, and these weren't just small patches. Most of these were 2 pages long with bug fixes as well as adjusting player health and weapon balancing. If Embark Studios continues this pace even outside of the closed beta, this game can really stand out. It's not to say that they have to address every single concern and endlessly patch the game, but any major exploits or concerns may not last long. It is a free-to-play game, so that means there are items you can buy with real money, and fortunately in the closed beta, it is all cosmetic as it should be. I think we're past the era of free-to-play games being pay to win, but it is still worth pointing out because you just never know. With the game itself, the finals has a ton of destruction as well as some gadgets and abilities to build up your own cover or escape. From having a cloaked ability, to zip lines, to deployable shields and more, there's a lot of potential with how the game can play out. With the objectives also being dynamic and can be moved around with explosions and destroying the floor it's standing on, there's a ton of creativity to outplay and catch defenders off guard. However, with all of these creative attacks, it also means the more organized your team is, the better the chances you have to win. I know it seems obvious, but the game currently only has one game mode, which is team-oriented. So if you're going solo, don't expect to win and just focus on having fun. The finals is enjoyable to me for short sessions at a time. Between the long time to kill and the only game mode being team-based, there's not really anything the game has that can keep my interest for longer sessions. And yeah, that's all I have to say about the finals for now. I don't expect people who disagreed with my last video to think of me any differently, but just know that I do want to see this game get better over time and be a standout FPS, which means I have to complain, sometimes. Let me know what your current thoughts and expectations are about this game, and until then, I am Mr. Rain, and I will see you guys next time.